In this video, I'll be showing you how you can use ChatGPT to create short stories and sell on Amazon KDP. So if you're interested in that, then watch this full video. So the areas this video will cover is doing the initial research on Amazon. So just making sure that you are creating a book that is in demand, then short story creation using ChatGPT, then creating the interior and cover, and then finally uploading your book to Amazon KDP. Now, for this first part, the research, it is important that when you're creating a short story book to sell on Amazon, that you create something that is in demand so that buyers are actually looking for it and you have more chances of getting sales. So let's take a look at Amazon and find some ideas. So you can just find a lot of ideas simply using the search bar on Amazon. So we just type in short stories and then see over on the left hand side that the number of search results is 100,000, which is far too many to be competing with. So in order to reduce this, we can just take a look at the search bar again, and actually Amazon will tell us what people are searching for regarding short stories. So we can see here short stories in Italian 2022, best American short stories. We've got in French, German, and short stories for kids 9 to 12. So we can click on that. You can see again in the left hand corner that the number has shot way down to 4,000. So you're competing with a lot less books. And what you can do is just keep on repeating this process by taking a look at what keywords are offered, or just scrolling down, having a look at each of the books, and then keep on looking for repeated keywords and then put them into the search bar in order to keep on niching down. Now, in order to make sure that there is demand for these books, we're going to take a look at the bestseller rank. The tool that I have been using is by Self-Publishing Titan, so you can take a look. It is free. It just saves you a bit of time as it shows the BSR and when the book was created and if it's independently published or not. So the lower the BSR, the better. So you can see this book has a fantastic BSR of 548 and it is independently published not too long ago. Then keep looking through the rest of the books and just make sure that they have a low BSR. Anything under 100,000 is absolutely fantastic and it's telling you that you should publish in that niche right away. Now, for the short story creation, we're going to be using ChatGPT. I've done a video on this already, which I will link for you guys to check out. But if you don't know about this tool, it is an AI tool that allows you to put in a prompt and it will provide you with a very detailed response in seconds. So I'm going to show you what you can do with this. Now, once you've signed up and logged into ChatGPT, you can ask it to create a title based on what you've found on Amazon and click enter, and then just watch it create a title. And if you're happy with that, we've gone with Empowering Tales, Inspiring Short Story for Kids 9 to 12. If you're not happy with that, then you can click Regenerate a Response. But if you are happy, then you can ask ChatGPT to create 5 unique short story titles related to this. The number is up to you. I'm just using this example for this video, and allow it to create a collection of short story titles for you. And I must make a note, the keyword here is unique because it can come up with short story titles that are quite known as well, and you don't want to plagiarize anyone's work, so make sure you include the word unique. And if you're happy with your collection of short story titles, then you can ask ChatGPT to expand on a particular number. So for example, let's ask it to expand on number 1 by writing a 500-word story, and then let it do its magic. Also, make sure that you actually take the time to read through the story, that you're happy with it and it aligns to what you are looking for. If you don't like the story, you can click Regenerate Response, or if there's any particular part, you can ask ChatGPT to change it, such as the character or the ending. Just ask it to, and it will make a change to that. Now, if you want ChatGPT to expand on another story, just make sure that you type in expand on number, let's say 2, by writing a 500-word story, and then watch it create another story. So it's just about rinse and repeat in the process, and then you can ask it to expand on number 3, 4, and 5 up until you've got all the stories that you need. Now, the next thing I would recommend is just making sure that none of the content that you will be uploading to Amazon is plagiarized. So just make sure that you copy and paste some of the sections, and you can search for a plagiarism checker on Google. I would recommend Quillbot or Grammarly, but you do have to sign up for those. So just for this video, I'm just using this website as an example, and just copy and paste it into there. Then you just scroll down, make sure you tick I'm not a robot, and check for plagiarism. Now, this is something that a lot of videos that are telling you to kind of upload this content won't tell you about. But as you can see here, it's actually come up with 4% plagiarized, and this website has given us a book where this has been taken from. So what we can do is, just to make sure that we do keep our account safe, is just go back in and just maybe change those words just to keep our accounts safe. So now that you've gone through all of your content and made sure that it's not plagiarized, the next thing now we want to do is put it into a Word document, and you can use Word Online or any other document that you're used to. So just make sure on the first page that you've got your title and then subtitle on that. And then afterwards you can do a contents page, and then just make sure that you add all of the collection of titles that you've done in ChatGPT. And then afterward, it's just about creating the pages. So then just make sure that you copy and paste the content into the Word document, and then just make sure everything is aligned correctly, and you just have a thorough look through everything and just make sure that it all looks okay. It's a case of rinse and repeating and adding each story that you have created, and just making sure that everything is aligned correctly. And if you're happy with everything, just make sure that you title the document, and then make sure you download it as a PDF in order to upload it to Amazon KDP. Make sure the document is at least 24 pages long, because Amazon does have a minimum requirement of pages, and just off memory, I do think it's 24. Now, for cover creation, you can use Canva. I would recommend using Fiverr and getting a quality cover. But if you want to go down this route, Canva does have a free account that you can use. But first of all, in order to create the cover, make sure that you know your dimensions. So you can use Amazon.com cover calculator, then put in all your measurements there, and then you can just click calculate below, and it's going to give you the measurements that you need for your cover. I usually go for these type of books 6x9, and then all you need to do is go back onto Canva, create design, custom design, and then just make sure you put your measurements in there and click create new design. Now, I've already created a cover for example, and all you have to do with this, if you want a simple background, then just make sure you go to elements and type in cartoon background, and it's going to give you a lot of graphics that you can use. If it does has a little crown in the right hand corner, then that is only for Canva Pro users. But if you have a free account, then just avoid using those. And then if you wanted to find a friendly kid image, then just make sure you type kids in, and then avoid using any with the crown. And then the next thing you want to think about is the font that you want to use. And then Canva has a lot of fonts and examples that are really easy for you to see, and there also it also has matching fonts as well, so you don't have to worry about trying to match different fonts together. And I would also recommend on the back page at least having some kind of description, which you can use ChatGPT for. But once you feel happy with everything, just go to the right hand top corner where you've got share, and then you want to download this cover as a PDF so that you can upload it to Amazon KDP. Then choose the option CMYK best for professional printing, and then you will have to try Canva Pro free for 30 days, but you can cancel at any time. Now, in order to upload your book to Amazon, you need to go to Amazon KDP. And if you haven't already got an account, you need to create one, which doesn't take too long. Just make sure you put in all the information that it's asking for. And then once everything's set up, you'll come to this page and you just click create. And then you've got a few options to create an ebook, paperback, hardcover. But we want to do it as a paperback. So you click that. Then we need to put in our book title, which we already know is Empowering Tales. Then we need to do our subtitle, which is Inspiring Short Stories for Kids age 9 to 12. And you can add a little bit on after this just to make the subtitle more interesting if you want to. Then you need to decide an author name, and you can choose whatever it is you like, but just think about something long term that you're happy with, as this cannot be changed. Next part is we're on to is a description, and to make this a lot easier we can just utilize ChatGPT. So all you need to do is go over there and just simply type in write a book description about your title, and that is Empowering Tales, and then it's just going to come up with a really detailed and impressive description, which you can just copy and paste and put that into the description in Amazon KDP. You might just want to get rid of a few of the quotation marks. Then the next part is regarding the publishing rights. So just make sure that you tick that you own them. And then after this is the keywords. So these are just relevant keywords people are going to use to type to find your books, and we can just take a look through Amazon, take a look through at similar books and just find out some words that they're using. So you can see we've added motivational, confidence and courage, but just make sure that you actually fill out these boxes with related keywords to give your book the best chance. Then we go on to categories, and then you can choose what category to put your book in. Take time with this, as your book can potentially become a bestseller in its category if you do choose the right niche. And then make sure you tick no if your book does not contain any adult content. Then we go on to the next page where it's uploading the interior. If you only want to upload your book to Amazon, then you can choose a free ISBN. However, if you want to choose another publisher, then you will have to pay for an ISBN. Then we can just make sure that we choose the color of our interior, which I've gone for black and white. Make sure you choose the correct book size, and then you can choose the bleed setting. Just have a read about that if you don't understand that. I prefer using matte cover, and then we can just upload the interior. And once the interior is being uploaded, the next thing you need to do is upload the cover, and that takes a little bit of time. Now, once that's done, you need to click Launch Previewer and give that a moment. That takes a little bit of time as well, but once that's uploaded, just make sure you're happy with everything. One thing I am not happy with is the title, as the G goes outside the red line, so I would just go back to Canva and edit that and then re-upload a new cover. But you can just click approve if you're happy with everything in this instant, and then click save and continue. And we're on to the final page where you can set the price for your books. Just make sure that you look through other books that are similar, and I like to price my books competitively with them. So for this instance, I've just picked a random number and I've gone with $7.99, and you can see the royalties. You've got an opportunity to do expanded distribution, and this just allows larger distributors to buy your book in bulk. Then what I like to do is just round off each number in each marketplace to 99, just to get that little bit more. And then once you've done all that and you're happy with everything, you can publish your book. And it can take up to 3 days for Amazon to publish your book, but you will be notified when it's up. Now, let me know if this was useful and what you're going to be using ChatGPT for. And you can also check out this video about how you can use it for low content books.